It sucked. So we're redoing it just casually in the Seton Hall parking lot in the middle of my Camry, or not middle, I guess driver's seat, whatever. Uh, because it's a good hair day, and because I have like 2 days left to do this. But this is my video about Nat and what Nat Viver has meant to me, and it's really fucking surreal to be here right now, and just the way everything is, because it's like, holy shit, this is wild. To give context for how Nat and I met, I played Unlimited, which was the org I played with Bam, and I made it to FTC and won. And all throughout that season, Natalie was, because I think she played the season before, and so she was watching it, she was specking me, and so she was like, fuck yeah, this rules. I mean, it didn't really rule, it was kind of, nothing really happened, but I won, that was cool. And out of nowhere, Nat decides to DM me, hey, you should apply to my org, Macedonia. And so I was like, sure, you know what, I'll play. What could go wrong? Nothing did. But I was originally considering dropping from Macedonia, and I'm so thankful I didn't. It was because of hosts like Nat, Carter, David. Back when Nat Fiverr had like a 6-person hosting team. That's wild to think about. But those three were a big reason that I stuck around, but obviously Nat was the biggest one. And from right from the start, you can just tell what a positive, genuine person Nat is, and it's so easy to be drawn to her. And so that got me to play Macedonia. And Macedonia to me was an incredible org, probably my favorite org experience. Sans Blockbuster, but I think I think Macedonia is my favorite, honestly. And I met great friends. I met Brad, I met Fruit, I met Rize, all three people who I keep in touch with to this day. A year and a half, basically a year and a half. I don't want to do the math. A year and a half later, after the season, it's just so surreal to have made these kind of bonds over an org. And I ended up making that same bond with Nat. We became very close, just connected, and it's like weird, you know? So then fast forward a few months, and Elysian Fields comes around, and at first I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to play? Like, I'm going back and forth. Then once again, I played because of Nat, and I was a disaster all season. Burnt out as shit, but did I regret playing? Of course not. Even if the season turned into a little bit of a mess. It is what it is, we ball. Uh, and yeah, then I became a host, and ate applesauce, and that was really all I did for a good 4 seasons. I was the worst goddamn host ever. And now we're here. And like the other 2 seasons, I was considering dropping because I was just coming off a world tour, tired. I didn't think I was going to be able to hold up my own this season. But once again, without even her having to convince me, immediately I was like, fuck it, now. We're doing this for Nat. And so I played, and it has been definitely an up and down experience. I've had some of my lowest lows and orgs here, but it's natural that it's going to be on the final season just because this means so much. But the highs have been incredible. I don't regret this experience at all. And it has been one hell of a ride. I'm very, very honored that I get to be a part of Nat Viber history. I'm in the final Tribal Council. I won the final Immunity Challenge, and I hope I'm the final Nat Viper winner. That would be sick. But we don't know yet. FTC isn't open. I think this is like T-minus 4 hours until it does, which, good lord, I should get to writing. But, yeah, it's crazy that I'm here, because all 3 seasons I was considering dropping for, various reasons, and all 3 times because of Nat, I was like, fuck it, you know what, I'll play. And that has brought me one of my best friends in life. Obviously, there was a reason I was on hosting, and it's because Nat and I have become very close. She's just... Where do you even go to, begin starting to describe Nat? She's one of the kindest people I've ever met. Probably the kindest. She cares so much about other people and their well-being, and it really shows in her org. So many people have such nice things to say, because Nat doesn't want anything to be a bad experience for someone. And I think that's really special about her. She goes out of her way to help people even when she doesn't need to. She does it because she wants to. And I think that's why you can tell Nat's going to go far in life. You can also tell that because she's leaving Discord and stopping orgs, which is way more self-control than most of us have. As one impulsive fuck, I'm very jealous of her ability to do that, but I'm really proud of her for knowing when to, step it up and just focus on life. But I think most of all, my favorite thing about Natalie is that I can call her a friend. From just all of the deep personal talks we've had, which have been a lot, we've talked a ton about life, and I'm not gonna like bring it up here because that'd be fucking weird. But it's a mix of that, and then we have like these deep, serious talks, and then we play Big and Chunky 15 times on Spotify. And I think that's what's really special. Natalie just kind of gets me. She gets my sense of humor. She's willing to put up with my god awful jokes, and I'm not saying that to be like self-deprecating. I mean they're awful, and I know they are. I just send her monkey memes all the time, and it's impossible to not love Nat. I think everyone who's doing this is gonna show that, and so many other people. It's crazy. Uh, I don't know. For the first time in a long time, I was kind of speechless when I was trying to figure out what to say when recording this, because I've tried like 3 or 4 times, and none of those times I really enjoyed it. Uh, but now that I'm kind of pretty much out of time, I figured I had to say something to just show my appreciation for her. And I think it's crazy that the girl who DM'd me to recruit me for her org became one of my best friends. I'm so thankful I played. I really am. Nat Fiver's changed my life in ways that I don't even think I can begin to describe. And it's so weird. But it's weird in a good way. So, I don't know. I really cannot begin to describe the ways that Nat Viver has shaped my life for the better, or the ways that Natalie has shaped my life for the better. But with them in my life, I've been able to improve a lot. I think you saw during Macedonia, the Legion Fields, and even here, I've been up and down a lot in my life, and a lot of the ups have been because of Natalie helping me out. Not like directly because of her, obviously, because like I still do things myself, but I'm saying she's been involved with a lot of the best parts of my life. And I don't think that's a coincidence. I think Natalie is incredible. I don't think there's any other word that describes her best. She's just, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. It's so hard to figure out what to really say. All I kind of want to close this out on is saying that, Natalie, I'm thankful that I can call you a friend, and I'm thankful that we're going to stay in touch after Discord. Obviously, I'm sad Nat Viver's ending, but I'm thankful I got to be a part of it, to be a part of the Nat Viver legacy 3 times now, and I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me. You are one of my best friends, and someone who I want to still be in my life 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. I'm excited for all the great things you're going to do with your life after you go off Discord and focus on getting your shit together like a good functional person does. But most of all, I'm proud of you and how far you've come. It's been incredible to watch your journey, both as an org host, as a person, as everything. There are few people like you who just are able to bring so much light to my day, and I don't know. I'm just thankful for you, thankful for Nat Viver, and happy that I get to record a video about this. For my last time in Nat Viver, Jackson signing off. Peace.
Okay, take 10 of audio message. Hi Natalie, it's Fruit here. Okay, so the previous messages were either really sappy, rambly, or I just didn't like how I sounded, so I ditched them. But anyway, this is my current message. So firstly, I am really thankful, happy, and grateful to have been part of this wonderful, amazing series that you created. And Macedonia was such an eye-opening experience because mainly it was one of the first orcs that I played on Discord, or ever, and it was, I think, my second Survivor orc. So that was intense. I had so much fun, even though it was such a crazy, difficult season. But yeah, I'm just glad that out of this experience, I met a bunch of people whom I can still call friends still today. Elysian Fields as well, overall a positive one. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I'm just glad to have been part of another season of Netviver. Yeah. I wish I could have played the third one, but I knew that I wouldn't give the respect or justice that you deserve for your final season. So I'm glad to have been a spectator because, yay, FTC, go Jackson, go Bruno, go Bam. But yeah, so now I have the really difficult task, an arduous, laborious task of finding a new favorite series. So yeah. But anyway, thank you to all the hosts who have given their time and effort to NetFiverr to make it such a positive experience for everyone, such a fun place to be. Even if you're not playing, even you're just a spectator, a place that's welcoming. And I'm sure that the community will miss your presence, Natalie, because you've been such an amazing, wonderful, positive, powerful force in this community. And I'm just not talking about NetFiverr, but like Discord. I mean, Discord or as a whole. Yeah, so, but I know that you have better things to look forward to. And I know that you're going to do well in anything that you endeavor to. And good luck, best of luck, and all the love to you, Natalie, for whatever it is or wherever life may take you. So stay safe, take care, and I love you.
Hi, Natalie. It is 2:42/2:46. My phone said 2:46, but my computer says 2:42. I don't know. It's late. I can't sleep. I have a job interview tomorrow. We're vibing. I kept like forgetting to make this for you because I suck a lot. Gang. I have a lot of hair too, so for when you eventually leave, just remember my beautiful luscious hair. What is there that I can say about you that you don't already know about yourself? Because you are a beautiful, strong, incredible, talented, gorgeous, stunning, shit on it, put it in a blender, perfect, everything. You're incredible. And all of us see that, and all of us have known that for as long as we've known you, and I am so much better for knowing you. I'm so glad that you have been a part of my life. And I've gotten to know you and see you and watch you grow and watch you change and grow up. It has been a pleasure and a privilege, and I'm so thankful that you are you. And I hope that forever and always you know the impact that you've had on people. Even if it's just in these silly little survivor games on the internet where, none of this is going to matter in a year, and we'll all forget about each other one day and move on with our lives, and none of this is going to matter, but you made a little change in my world. And you made my life a little bit better, especially with what you did with Trey, which was really hard. And it took a lot of bravery and a lot of courage, but you did it. You stood up for something, and you stood up for someone, and you stood up for me. You stood up for a lot of people who didn't have a voice. And that's a hard thing to do. And I want you to keep doing that. I want you to do that every day. I want you to keep fighting every day. Because trans people, that's what we have to do. But you're doing it. I know you're going to do it every day. I know that with the Discord, you're going to keep doing it every day. I know that you're going to make so many waves in this world, and you're going to make so many changes in this world, and you're going to do beautiful, incredible, wonderful things. And I can't wait to hear about them on the news when you're rich and famous. Because I know you're going to be. I see a lot of potential in you. There's potential that you're not wasting. You're paving your way to so much success. And so from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for being you. Thank you for sharing yourself with us for as long as you have, and know that you are always going to have a sibling in me, a parent in me, a friend in me, whatever you need. I'm always going to be here. And I'll see you at the wedding, okay? I love you so much, Natalie.
Hey, Bruno here. That's meant to be like a Zuko reference. Like, sorry, that was a bad start. I just wanted to say all the best, Natalie. It's been almost 2 years to the day. It was the beginning of February we first met in Sworg, Sri Lanka. It was my first org, and I'm pretty sure it's one of your first as well. I didn't talk to you at all, but it's been 2 years since I've known you. You're honestly such a positive presence in the community, and it's honestly so nice to meet you and get to know you too. I hope nothing but the best for you in the future, and I hope you keep slaying at life, because you are amazing. If you ever forget that, send me a DM and I'll remind you how amazing you are. Thank you for everything, and hopefully talk soon.
Hey Natalie, it's Maxwell here. I just want to record and send a message to say thank you above all else. You are seriously one of the most remarkable people I have ever met in this community. I remember seeing you play all the way back in Cool Viber Season 7, the Bermuda Triangle, and seeing you and recognizing you as a super hilarious, amazing person. And those thrills were only validated when we were able to play together in Atlantis, also the wonderful time that was. I know you to be a strong, soulful, and heroic presence. You're always lighting up the room and uplifting everyone around you. You're incredibly socially gifted, and you give so much to those you know and those who appreciate you. You said this to me once. You gave me this piece of word a long time ago, and I've kind of kept it close to my heart ever since, and I feel like it deserves to be echoed back, which is that you are going places. Seriously. Trust in yourself and have confidence, because it's all there. Thank you for blessing this community and always continuing to make this space a better place, whether it be in your own incredible org or elsewhere. I'm always wishing you the best, and I hope life is ready for you to kick its ass. Love you.
Hi, it's Jacob. I'm doing this thing for Natalie because I DM myself about it, and I said that I would do this, so I'm doing it. I want to just talk a little bit on why I actually did do this video, or wanted to at least get this video out there, because it's not simply about me. And the reason why this is going to be so long is because I understand most people won't watch this thing all the way through, and I'll actually put down in the description below time marks on everybody who's in the video. If you want to skip to where you're at or want to hear what somebody says, whatever, it'll be down below. But I want to talk about, because not only does NatViver mean quite a bit to myself and many of you, but Natalie, the person, means so much to, again, not only myself, but to many of you. But, and to see somebody that is so influential in this large community of people from different ages, different backgrounds, different countries, different everything, to have this person come into the community and be such a joy for everybody in it. It's something that we've taken for granted, and I myself, as somebody who is very close with Natalie, I still take it for granted, and I'm kind of speechless on what and this is even like fucking my idea and stuff, but I'm speechless just in terms of the kind of person that Natalie is, to where you're never going to find somebody that is as funny, as smart, as caring, and just overall one of the greatest people I have ever met in my 20 years of living. Natalie, you have such an influence on myself and many other people. The platform that you have given us with NatViver is something that words can't even describe. Myself, I've played 2 seasons of NatViver. I won my first one. I won 2055, And for myself in my life at that point, I did need that experience to just make sure that I felt that I could achieve what I had wanted to, or that I knew that I could, to where I started to doubt myself, to where could I actually do this? I really didn't know. And then I had done it, and to reach that mountaintop in a community in this community with NatViver that I was very new to at the time, the overall NatViver community, to where it felt much more like a family. There's other orgs out there that people just play and they're like, okay, this is nothing. To where NatViver really felt like a community, and it felt like a family. And for me to be introduced with open arms the way that I was is something that I can't really fathom even to this day, almost a year later after playing. And then afterwards to actually get to meet the person that's behind it, like fully. Like Natalie and I knew of each other, but we never got to know each other. We knew who each other were. And to meet the person that's behind it, to know that not only is this series in so much care, but to know that the person who owns it and runs it is such a caring person to everybody, not only involved in NatViver, but to everybody who is involved with the community. I can't personally thank Natalie enough for everything that she's done. Even getting to play with Natalie like I did, I will say Natalie's my favorite ally I've ever had in an org. 100%. When we got to play Clockwork together, from minute one, I knew that it was going to be something special. And no matter what anybody says, you can't take that experience away from us. And it's such a humbling feeling to just have somebody there for you. I knew throughout Clockwork that we were friends beforehand, but throughout Clockwork, our friendship evolved to where it's something to where it's like, I want to be friends with this person for many years after we're both done on Discord, I want to be friends with you, Natalie, 5 to 10 to 15 years down the line, from the experiences that I've gotten to know. Not the experiences, but just getting to know you for who you are. You're somebody that I want to be in my life for many years down the line, and that's something that I can't say about everybody on here. And it's something to where it's just special to know that I can come to somebody about anything in the world, whether it's a stupid joke that I have, whether it's bitching about an org that's going on, or whether it's about issues and stuff that I'm having in my real life. To have somebody there that I can trust, and somebody there that I know I won't be judged by, it's much more humbling than you really don't understand how it feels until you have it. And to have that is such a great thing. And I really, really can't thank Natalie enough for everything that she's done for me, to where I feel like I'm a better person after meeting Natalie. I feel that I've been able to know more about myself, more about others, be more accepting of others, but also treating other people the way that I feel is the best way for myself. And I can't thank Natalie enough for that. For a 16-year-old girl over the internet who lives across the nation from me, it's so strange on paper, but it's the reality of it. And Natalie, I really do appreciate everything that you've done for me, and for, more importantly, for other people. It's great, and I can't thank you enough, in all honesty. And I hope you enjoy this video, and just know that your impact will always be felt by a larger group of people, and a large group of people that isn't even in this video, even more people outside of it. And I'm going to end this here. Bye-bye, Natalie. Love you.
Hey Natalie, I just wanted to say thank you so much for making the Nat Viver and the entire Survivor community such a wonderful place. You've always been such a positive presence and just someone you can always talk to. And like whenever I'm feeling down or feeling upset or something, the Nat Viver hosting chat was always there for me. And it was just such a fun time. And like the sad part about this is with Nat Viver ending, who's gonna ask me to do Where's Edgic? And don't say cool Viber, but it's not the same without you, Natalie.
Okay, so the quality is shitty, and if it isn't obvious, I just woke up, but you know what? This video is too important for me to film. So, and I left it at the last minute because classic, so here I am, hair not brushed, recording a fucking video. So Natviver was my second orc I've ever played. And it was like a very I don't even know. Natviver was, I guess, kind of the weird like turning point for me with orgs where I realized, hey, you could actually make friends from these. And I walked out of that season with like becoming like close friends with the other 4 people in like this alliance that I was in the whole season. And yeah, Natviver brought me a lot of friends and kind of taught me that, hey, orgs are more than just like play Survivor game, win Survivor, vote for Survivor. It's like you actually get genuine friendships out of this. And it's kind of odd because me and Natalie have always been friendly. I would not say that we have been very close per se up until like recently. I feel like me and Natalie have been talking a bit more. And she is literally like I could not find a flaw with her, and I feel like everyone could say the same thing. She is just like the best possible person. She's like witty as fuck. She's like probably one of the kindest people ever. She's I don't even know. Like she's literally just an amazing person, and I totally respect her decision to leave Discord and focus on, you know, real life and bigger and better things. But I'll cherish the time that we had together, even though it like wasn't long. It was good, and I'm really happy I got to know you. And thank you for putting such hard work into this series that started off pretty small and ended up being pretty huge. And I'd say this was an amazing last season for you to host, and I'm really happy that I got to host it with you. So yeah, that's that's it.
Hi, it's me.